Welcome to this lesson. We're going to dive deep into the Amazon KPI of shipping. If you are following the amazing.com advice and only shipping via FBA or fulfillment by Amazon for all of your products, this lesson is a non-issue and you can actually skip it. Some products are not permitted to be shipped via FBA. There could be restrictions that Amazon places on warehousing the product, or possibly hazardous material issues that prevents Amazon from storing it or shipping it out. If you are shipping via FBM or fulfillment by merchant, you want to add tracking as soon as possible. And I want to advise you that fourth quarter backups are not the shipper's problem. They're your problem as the seller. So let's talk solutions. The fulfillment by merchant shipping metric is something that Amazon puts under a microscope for its third-party sellers. So when you get tracking information, you want to enter it as soon as possible. Remember, it has to be accurate. Don't enter false data because it'll bite you eventually. The other thing to take into consideration is occasionally some shipping providers, maybe it's FedEx or UPS, they will experience backups in the fourth quarter. Amazon will always side with the customer if they do not get their gifts in the delivery window that they were promised. Now, if you normally ship out with, let's say UPS as your preferred fulfillment by merchant provider, if UPS is running behind due to the holiday rush or some type of a logistics nightmare or disaster that they are having, you have to have a backup provider. Usually the backup provider is typically more expensive. That's why they're not your preferred provider. But in order to maintain that customer satisfaction that Amazon requires, you're going to need to switch from UPS to FedEx. I know it will probably cut into your margin, but it will satisfy Amazon's customers. If you are stuck in a position where FBM is your only option based on some of the products that you offer within your brand, I highly recommend that you automate that entire tracking process. And ShipWorks or ShipEasy do this automatically. If fulfillment by merchant is your only option for some of the products within your brand, automating the tracking process is just one more easier automation tool to have in your operations toolkit. There's two great providers, ShipWorks or ShipEasy. They both typically help you get preferred shipping rates, and they also help you to toggle between multiple shipping carriers. And that kind of segues into that fourth quarter backup that I mentioned in the previous slide. You as the seller are on the hook to get that product to the customer in the window that you agreed to when you essentially signed up. If there are shipping delays, you're going to have to essentially pay to upgrade from priority to express or possibly even overnight shipping. You might even have to switch preferred shipping partners if the one that you currently rely on is backed up or experiencing delays. Yep, it will cost more. Yes, it will dig into your margins. That is disappointing, I know from experience, but sometimes it's needed to keep the customer happy. Now, for action steps in this module, if you are shipping via fulfillment by merchant and using your own warehouse or a third-party warehouse, integrating an automation tool like ShipWorks or ShipEasy helps the buyer to stay on track of the entire FBM shipping process. It also helps to automate it so there's no transcription errors when you're keying the tracking into the Amazon system. We'll cover that in the A to Z claims as well. But we just covered a lot, and I think you guys know a lot more than you did when you started about the Amazon KPI of shipping. So let's go on to our next lesson.